history of these blockchains, how it started. It started with Bitcoin in 2009. Okay, but this is we consider as stage one of blockchains, where it is a blockchain by itself, only a coins by itself. There's no utility, no usage at all. Okay, unlike what we have now. Okay, so then followed by this we call this the first, what you call that, blockchain stage one, and come to the stage two is 2.0. It comes to the smart contract era. That means Ethereum, everybody knows about it. Then comes to this the apps 0.3, 3.0, and the blockchain 4.0 is on the way now. Of course, we started with Web 3.0, and it's going to explore to the metaverse and FT market. Okay, so now the most important thing, how to present this, you tell the key point, that will be good enough. At 2.0, let's say Bitcoin started at 2009 and Ethereum started at 2015. And this is the monolithic types of blockchains. Yeah, monolithics. Now the new technology they call modular types of blockchains. So before SCF, there is a challenge that needs to improve, a lot of improvement in this blockchain technology, such as because they have relatively very slow transaction speed. Like Bitcoin, the transaction speed is how many transaction speed is about 10, less than 10 in a second. So very traffic jam. That means the one transaction might take half a day or even 1 day. Okay, the next day only it will finish complete. And for Ethereum, it will be faster. It can handle 30 to 50 transactions per second. That means less transactions, but it takes about 32 hours or half a day to complete the transactions. But the important thing, what is the disadvantage of this Ethereum is very high transaction fee. Follow the ever-growing value of ETH. One transaction fee now may cost you 200 USDT. Okay, as much as that. So therefore, the innovations and iteration of new technologies are ongoing because of the cryptocurrency industry is still in its very early stage. Okay, so from what we can see now, what happened on 2.0, that means 2020. Okay, our SCF set sales already. That was 2 years ago with Green Touch. So now for this, we are talking about the trilemma, what the industry have faced so far. Yeah. So because this internet-based technology is getting advanced, more and more people is using internet, and of course, now our crypto circle. Okay. Especially starting on this year, there will be more people and huge corporations and even the countries. Now, the first video that we show is American also taking a very important role, and China also, they are buying a lot of Bitcoins than ever before. Okay, since the Bitcoin ETF was approved. Okay, so at this point, there are three major challenges that can never be solved yet. Okay, before SCF. So what is this called? The trilemma actually is a three aspect: the security, speed, scalability, and decentralizations. And it is important that they cannot combine all three together. Okay, this suggestion is made by Vitalik. Okay, Vitalik Buterin. Okay, so they can only combine two. They can only choose two. Okay, and this create the so-called impossible triangle that we can see here. Ethereum choose security and decentralized, because the smart contract is a fully decentralized system technology. So it has to choose security because why? Because a lot of money involved. Then we can see that Ethereum, the transaction speed is very slow, very slow. And also the next come to this Solana, where the speed comes to starting with 6,000 TPS per second. Okay. And it's so much faster than Ethereum, but it has to sacrifice security. Yeah, after so many years, still they haven't solved it. Yeah, a lot of fund transactions, the fund will lost in the air. So that is the thing that happened here. They call it trilemma. So now the three compatibilities, we can combine the three aspects together with SCF. Okay, this is our breakthrough technology with our door chain technology. That's very important. So now, in order before 2022, even now, a lot of people still don't know SCF have done that already, the breakthrough technology. So they try everything. So first appears in the market is what you call that the layer 1 and layer 2, so-called layer 1 and layer 2 technology. What they're trying to do is to make ways for the main chain, lessen burden. So it can handle better scalability, speed. Yeah, but it is still not to the expectation. Why? Because the market is growing very rapidly, especially this year. Okay. So now what is layer 1 and layer 2? Briefly, layer 1 is built on the main chain. Okay. It will update the main chain's contracts and make it slightly faster. It will share a little bit of job that the main chain have to do. So they find that it is not so fast. Then they add on a layer 2. A layer 2 is working on layer 1. That means a side chain. Okay. And that means it really lessen quite a bit of the main chain's workload. So the scalability improved slightly, but not to the expectation. All right. So we can call it like a era of this layer 1 project. Layer 1 started when this Bitcoin and this Ethereum, okay, before layer 2. So it's in between 2008 to 2013. And the second era is starting by Ethereum from 2014 to 2017. And come to the new era, of course, nobody knows yet except us. Okay. All right. So starting from 2022. So now, are we using that? Yes, we use all the technology on the floor. Yeah. But we have the dosing technology that make it different. Well, they cannot even with modular technology also, they cannot fully, very highly compatible with the three aspects. But we have done it already. That is because we are successfully, making the door chain structures works to solve this problem. Okay, so we are proud to say that. So then, what is the monolithic and very simple? Monolithic is just like you're putting everything in a case, in a box. You're putting everything inside there. So that means that it's quite hard to find something. It needs quite some time and quite an effort. But for modular, it is they layer it. They even have more layer, just like a cabinet with multi-layers drawers. So things are more well organized, right? So you want to look for something, you want to look for your socks, then layer 1, you want to look for your spender in a layer 2. That is easier, right? A lot easier. So that means the scalability improve, yeah, but still not to the expectations of the market, ever-growing market. Okay, so now in brief, we are telling that what is this technology and all about, and how do you say that? Are we using that? SCF, yes. We have our modularized, what do you call that, technology. Okay, this is on the chapter 8 of our white paper. That means our blueprint. This was happened. The blueprint was planned and written 2 years ago, not just now, right now. Okay, we can say that we have a very advanced and something like a prophecy, like whatever I have go through our technology to meet what is going for the world today. Exactly, that is the things that we need today. But 2 years ago, nobody knows that Bitcoins or even the whole cryptocurrencies are going to enter the mainstream finance, right? Nobody expect that to happen, but now today it happens already. Okay, so that means it's something for me that is quite amazed that our technology team or the boss, the big managements of our SCF, they have their brains. I don't know how. It's something like they can predict things. All right. So that is very amazing. Yeah. Okay. So for our this mentioned technology, what do we do? Like we have described in this our chapter 2. Yeah. And there's a 2.1 structures. Yeah. Until now, why we are so successful? Because we are using two chains, and then we combine things together with a modularized with layer 1 and layer 2, and the small mechanism like zero knowledge, the roll up. This is not invented by us. This is what already happened, used by a lot of blockchains, right? Rolls up and intellectual protocol agreement. In general, also the lightning dot, chain lightning, parallel cross chain, atomic swap, and so on, so many things, which I call them spare parts, just like a piston, a crankshaft, valve in a modular engine. Okay, with layer type, you have a type of engine, right? You have V8 and V12, a turbo, double twin turbo, rotary type of engine, right? So we are considered as the most advanced twin turbo engine. Okay, with all these fascinating spare parts. Okay, that's what it is. So, and the most important thing is we are building the things for decentralized, the second point, security, decentralizations, and for the ecological scalability. Excuse me. We are building that for what? 2 years ago, financial sector. Okay, so that is the world now. They need a superpower blockchain just like us. So now what is on the market? What is the rush for these corporate companies? They want to digitalize their assets, their business. They have to look for a very cutting edge and convenience to use and high efficient public chain or blockchain, to call it, you name it. All right. So are they going to choose Ethereum? Or they may be from Ethereum or Solana or Cardano or even BSC, Binance Smart Chains. Yeah. When they find that our SCF, wow, it's so efficient, it's so fast, it breaks through the trilemma, it has a scalability, has security, and also a very efficient decentralized DEX, right? With with a lot of advantages that attracts them. But how to attract them? Yeah, we are not going to promote. I don't see a lot of people promote to corporations or business entities. They are just to their friends, right or not? How many of you really do that? No, I think very, very little, less than 1%. Okay, where the big boss, where they can invest, they donate tens of thousands of FSP. They might introduce to their business friend, but not to most of us. Okay, so how are we going to let the world know? Here comes what like I said, we have the breakthrough technology. Okay, FSP. So when FSP successfully launched, then what will happen to the world? Yeah, the crypto world. Wow, you see, wow, this FSP, where it comes from, suddenly, yeah, um, out of nothing. Wow, from tens times gain, and then 20 times, 30 times, 100 times, maybe in a 1 month's time. Do you think that will attract a lot of people from the crypto market? Definitely. That's why a lot of people say what happened to our FSL, our Web 3.0. Yeah, why it stopped already? No, it's just temporarily. Okay, because why? We have to focus. The company have to focus to make FSP a real success. So what other things? The stage one, stage two of all these, the three, four ecological system that we had, we have to stop that. Because without the success of FSP, they will go very slow, and very slow will come to stage three and stage four, finally complete the whole thing. Because there's no strong community to support, right? Very simple thing, yeah. Whatever ecosystem we build, there must have a strong and huge community to support. Then only it can progress. The progress can be faster to complete the whole thing, right? Now, yeah. So that's why FSP is a mainstay, is the main pillar for the whole SCF project. Okay, so we have waited until 2-3 months ago when the small bull runs begin. Okay, and we are aiming for the real big bull runs when the big surge is coming on the way in this 1-2-3 months time. Then there is a real surge for the Bitcoin. Okay, as we can see now, the world economy is like what happens to United States, the presidents, even the elections. Okay, the war of this Israel and also this Ukraine, and what the China governments have reacted upon all these things is very, very closely related to our crypto, what do you call that, circle. It's very important. Okay. So like now, it is very good. Yeah. Because Trump, as we know, now he's very supporting the Bitcoin. Yeah, very supporting of this what do you call it, cryptocurrency. And also China is now buying in a lot of Bitcoins because they have stopped 2 months to buy gold. Yeah, to buy gold because US dollar is no longer trustworthy already. Yeah, so very few people now, people they are moving to some other investment to secure their fund. Usually it's gold, but now gold also drop off already because it's too high, the price. So now everyone is going to Bitcoin. Like YONG was just sharing yesterday, right? Chinese government have more than 10,000 of Bitcoins, while the United States have more than 20,000. Okay. And what Germany is just drop off their Bitcoins. Okay. A few thousands of it. Okay. So you see, all this news now, it is very closely related to our CF. Okay. So now, in order after this 1st of October, right? What we have to do, and starting from now, yeah, if you know the higher value of our SCF chains, I think you can attract a lot of people to come in because they see the real value of it. When you're talking the FSP, a lot of people think that you're just like gambling or whatever, okay? Because it's just like, to them, it's just like any other coins, the meme coins, even the meme coins doing faster, yeah, and get a higher gain, yeah, like the Pepe coin, and the Ton coin, well, they are doing better. But Toncoin, at least they have something behind that because it's owned by Telegram. Okay. So now, what happened here that if you let other people knows about our SCF have higher value and it's going to play a very important role in the coming year or the next few months in this mainstream financial market. Because like I say now, everybody is rushing and looking for a very highly efficient blockchains or public chains. Yeah. And come in times when our FSP very successfully launched and draw the eyes of the whole world, the corporates, the big corporates, the developers user on blockchains, wow, they see that, well, this is better than Ethereum, better than Solana. Our SCF is better than they compare. Before they implant their projects or their assets into a blockchain, they have to do a lot of study, right? They have to do a lot of study. And when it comes at, wow, suddenly the eyes is so bright with SCF, right? Those chain technologies with so, what do you call that, strong foundations of 60 over millions of addresses and 50 millions of FSP addresses. Wow, that is marvelous and amazing, right or not? And that attracts them to study. And I tell you, SCF miners, my 2 lessons is mainly for you. Okay. If you listen properly, if you are able to give yourself a chance to be open-minded, okay, you can grab this opportunity. Okay. The choice is yours. Or you want to stay in a very gloomy, dark room that you have sorrows all the time. That is up to you. All right. So the key point is always at my last few pages of my lessons. Yeah. So now we are coming into this, to the miners' delight. Okay. This is their question. Yeah. What is their questions? Yeah. Do you know that? Of course, very clear. You heard that so many thousand times. So many thousand times people asking for this, and you don't have a very good answer. The answer must be very comprehensive, not just yes or no. They are not going to satisfy with it. Okay? You say yes. When? Are you sure? You say, and then they say, talk about the past experience, blah, 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 blah. Wow, I tell you, and you start a debating argument. No, no. So we must understand, okay, give a very comprehensive, how to, tactfully to handle these questions because this is very highly sensitive. Okay. So when will FUSD be swapped with USDT? Okay, this is the question. So I put this in my PowerPoint. It's very clearly stated here that we must reply the questions very mindfully. Okay, we must question in return, not just simply give the question answer. They won't be satisfied with it, yes or no, right? So you just ask back how many years does ETH, BNB, Solana, Modana, or Tons took to success. Yeah, Ton is a new thing. Okay, only 2 years history. So the answer is more than 5-6 years. Until now, it's close to 10 years already. Then they have their final success. Okay, nothing can be faster. Rome is not built overnight, as you know, right or not? So why have to spend so many years to build up? It's very simple. Everything needs time. You need time for the developer one by one to discover the Ethereum, and then they study on it, and then they have a board meeting whether we're suitable or not suitable, right? Not whether we can have a good proposal, and those they consider the programmer fees at that time is very high. Yeah, because there is the language is different. Yeah, very different. You cannot just go simply just like that. Yeah, they have different languages for different blockchains. Okay, so what do you call that? It's a open source code. All right. Then so many things to consider. Of course, it takes time. Maybe it takes 1 or 2 years for a company to decide, okay, I want to implant on EVM, I want to implant on Solana, I want to implant on BSC. All right. So it all takes time. All right. And so as it is the market's decisions, whether they want it or not, how fast they want it, right? Which change they are choosing. So can you blame, ask them back, can you blame that it is all the fault of SCF? Right now. Do you think so? Yeah, now I want to ask you back these questions. Yeah, all my friends on the floor. Okay, give me a 1 if it's yes. Give me a 2 if it is no. All right. Can you blame? Can you blame SCF 2 or 1? 1, yes, yeah, you should blame. 2, no. This is not all our fault, right? And we are not talking about the Project 1 and Project 2, the FCC and the SCF. Okay. So now we are talking about the next slide. How are we going to go about it? But that's a good news, the delight for you. We don't have to take 5 to 6 years. We can be faster. Yeah. And if from the day we just started on 2022 until now or next year, it might be faster 1 or 2 years. Okay. But if we are saying that when FSP launched, everybody gets to know about SCF starting from that day, then it could be even more faster. How? Yeah. Where is the starting point? The starting point is FSP. Right. The starting point is the success of FSP. If FSP doesn't so soundly success, then I think the progress of our development of SCF will be slower. Yeah. Okay. It's very frank. Yeah. Okay. So for all your questions about the past happening on FCC or SCF, okay, we will only entertain you in our Telegram group, which I will share later. All right. So right now, let us focus on our topics here because the time is near. Okay. There is a lot of people down here, 100 over, right? Maybe a few of you, you have doubts, still have doubts with your answer, but your questions, you will take hours, you will take days, you know. If your heart is not open, that okay, if the advice that I can accept, then I will go for it. Then you go to our Telegram group. But if you insist on you are right, we are wrong, right? Only you are right, then you don't come into our Telegram. We are not going to debate because our group is for people, positive people, to build community consensus. All right. Yeah. I think a lot of our members there, very positive one, they will kick you out. All right. If you bear that sort of mind, I am right. SCF is wrong. You share all the negative thing of the past happening. You're not going to open the chance, not open your heart, not open your mind to accept the advice and see what is the opportunity here. Actually, the question is here for you. Do you want your SCF to be valuable? Give me a question. The doubtful minders, just give me the answer. Yes or no? Right? So, must open up. We are working for you. We are working for the SCF to become valuable. And I tell you, you'll be surprised if you know about the ultimate value of SCF. Yeah? It is going to be greater, much more than what you can expect, right? So listen properly, okay? Don't give all these questions here, please. All right? Keep the floor clean. Throw your questions to our Telegram group, provided you have open mind. If you're close-minded, then you make your own way. All right? We have to be very, very strict on this. Okay, because we have no time to fool around. If you want your SCF to be valuable, I tell you one thing, it will be much more value, 10 times more value than Ethereum. You just listen to me. Okay, right? So now, how are we going to do that to be faster? First, the FSP stop is successful launch. It attracts all the eyes from the whole world. And SCF will share the same open source code. Listen here. Yeah. Listen here. Okay. Look at this. Same open source code similar to EVM. That's very important because from chain to chain, the different language, we are going to hire a team of expert programmer to transfer all your assets from this to that chain. Nobody will do that. All right. Nobody will do that. All right. So now our EV, we are highly EVM compatible. How many developers are there? When we are started 2 years ago to write this plan, it is 4,000. Now it's 5,783 up to date. Okay. So we say we don't attract them all, right? Because why we attract them? You know, in this 2 years ago, I don't know about now. Yeah, a 500 USD transaction, it will cost you how much? At that time, I think there was $1,000 for Ethereum. It will cost you 70 US dollar. Wow. Okay. Right now, if you are going to transact a $100 USD, you loss. You make a loss. Why? Because now it's more than $200 per transaction. Okay. EVM can never solve it. Okay. So, and the scalability, even right now, they can't handle more than 10,000 per second. Like BSC from last year, November, they just started target on 10,000 transactions per second. Right now, they are not yet. Okay. So, when these developers come, we don't have to wait for them one by one, right? Very fast now, they already know what is the disadvantage in in this Ethereum that they stay, the chain there, they take their highway there. Wow, always traffic jam and so much of the toll fee. So do you think they'll come in here? Our toll fee is so cheap, right? Our scalability is 80,000, right? Very fast transactions. Fast transactions to cooperate to supply chain is very important. Do you know that? Right? Right at the moment, what they can do is B2B. B2B, where it takes hours for a millions dollars or tens of thousands of transactions with a few $100s of Ethereum, USDT transaction fee. But when they shift over here, they can do what? They can do B2C. That is their objective. What all the business B2B supply chain says finally will go to the consumer market, right? Without consumer market, the B2B activity is meaningless. Why you sell the raw material to me? I buy so much raw material to me, I cannot make the final product to sell to the customer, end customer, end customer. What is the point? Who is going to buy? Right? I make a plastic, I make a cute toys, no kids for me to sell. I cannot sell to the kids because it takes hours. But I'm selling this for $3 US. And then it takes me hours and transaction is $200. You cannot use Ethereum chain. Right? So this is the value of our SCF. We are going to build with FinPay, we are going to build what? Anybody have any answer for me? A global payment gateway for both crypto and fiat currency. And you can interchange the two types of currencies, cross-dimension, cross-chain, cross-dimensions, cross-border, everything cross. So how do you find our SCF? Powerful. All right. You have to understand that. Yeah. Okay. So now let me go to, you want to know there's a higher value than what you can expect. Now